Hey everybody, I'm completely unmakeup today. I haven't really done a lot. I did a lot of resting and relaxing, but I also did a lot of book reading and research, and I've been trying to get together what I want to do with the two portions of the tongue, what we worked with yesterday, and also the dehydrating process is going fantastically, smashing. Hey Tangerine, how are you? So nice to see you. Just having a lazy day. Um, it's really gorgeous outside though, if we can see out there. Focus, camera. It's gorgeous outside. Well, you can see the sunshine. It's just great. Hey, I love my Danes. I got your message and I saw your comment, and I'm sorry that you missed the lives yesterday, but you're here now, so it's nice to see you. Joyce is here. So many hugs. I'm doing really good. I'm doing really good. I'm just having a relaxing day. And as far as the books go, I was just going to bring them out if I ran out of things to talk about. I can't even find my glasses. I've had the house to myself for like 6 nights now, and I think it's fun when, if you have a roommate, when they leave, you just kind of get the place to yourself. However, if it's your spouse or your loved one, it's really hard when they do leave. So there's like this fun aspect, but it's not like I'm going to throw a party, you know. Like that. Well, that's not true. What time is it? Hmm, maybe I am throwing a party. Anyway, just had a lonely weekend. Lily didn't come over this weekend. Got a lot of work done. Got a lot of Etsy orders, which is fantastic. So those green candles are working. All that simple candle magic is certainly working. And but I do want to find a way to sell the herb packages. So I got my first one out. It's going to Deborah. It's really exciting. But it's in a large priority mail box. I got it all to fit in a large priority mail box. Really happy with that. But you know, the shipping's like 18 bucks. But you get 78 or 79 herbs or taxidermy or just all the things that I showed in the video. So trying to get the last 3 of those sold, but meanwhile have to pack them up. So just getting things done around the house, and I'm able to spread my whole Etsy shop completely through the entire house, which isn't usual for me because my husband usually has his plant stuff out. I have oil lamps back there and other things that I'm trying to get up on the shop while I have time to spread out the shop through the entire house. But man, I mean, I have so many things and so many categories and so many subcategories and things like that that I want to get up there. But Silver Willow, hi Roadhog, nice to see everybody. We're all having a lovely day. It's a really beautiful day in Seattle. But for me, I'm just very, very kind of drained and tired. So trying to just take the beginning part of the day to relax, having a no makeup day, and planning on getting that tongue working going. And like I say, I watched a lot of YouTube videos this morning on tongue workings because I have found nothing in my books. So you know what that tells me is just to purely use my intuition on what I should do with this. Which, like I say, I've done tongue workings in the past. I was just trying to get an idea of what other people were doing with theirs. It seems to be a lot of court case magic to block against slander, you know. And I would be fine with doing that for someone, blocking against slander. But I wouldn't be fine with shutting someone up if they were telling the truth, you know. So it just depends on where your justification lies with those types of workings. But in the books, why is nobody writing about it? I think it's great that at least there's like 15, 20 workings on YouTube. But a lot of them are just the shut you up with a lime spell for the hoodoo workings, which you can do with just a simple lime. And if you didn't have a lime, some people do with the lemon, but I don't believe that the lemon really works for me personally. I've tried that on a whim. Because cow tongue is 20 bucks. It's 20 bucks for that. And normally it can be up to like 30, 35. But this was a small one that we got. So you guys want to see how it's doing in the dehydrator? It just kind of looks like jerky. I won't take you over there unless you don't want to go. But like I say, it's a beautiful day in Seattle. Really enjoying these Washington State cherry ciders by Titan Cider Works. I gotta call them up and see if they want me to do some videos for them because they're so good. You want to see? Okay, I'll take you guys over there. Let's go. And I have to say, even within the first hour in the dark dehydrator, what we're going to show you, we're just going to call it the dark dehydrator because it's the one that has poisons and meats and all that. And it's also a dark color, and then the light dehydrator is white. And it keeps herbs that we're able to eat, and it keeps it at a raw temperature. So let's go check that out. But even after like 40 minutes, an hour's time yesterday, it was already starting to look like jerky. I put a new like privacy shade up while my husband's gone. It's probably going to come down when he gets home because he's not going to like it, but I've been trying to keep myself some privacy. So here's the dark dehydrator, and here's the light dehydrator like we were just talking about. And the cool thing about this one is it keeps things, it has a temperature gauge, but this one like almost cooks things. Hey Marge Richer, how are you? So nice to see you. We're looking at the workings that we did yesterday, and Marge wasn't here yesterday for the workings, but I sure was thinking about her when we were talking about pinups on meat in space, because I know she likes the pinups on meat in space. So here's what we end up getting. Little dried pieces, and after 2 hours I flipped them. I just flipped them like this so that the other side, which was like kind of adheres to this, would dry out as well, and the other side was raw before I flipped it, and then it just curls up and becomes this like, oh well darn it. Okay, I guess I'll use that one today. So I've got 4 trays all together out of just the back portion of the tongue that I dehydrated, and so this is that cow's tongue we worked with yesterday, you guys. And I also thought of a bunch more workings that we could do. Slander being a big word, so keeping somebody from telling lies about you. Alright, here's the big deal. The fatty bits are not easy to dehydrate. As you can see here, this fatty bit right here has a big pile of grease that I have to take and get like a paper towel and just soak up the grease. So you just check those. And then I've been spraying them with the rose water every time I check them. So let me get all that stuff ready and show you how to take care of this. So we have rose water in here, which we got going yesterday. Classic cars and pinups are a natural part of that. Exactly! I did pinup modeling for a while in my early 20s, early to mid 20s, and man, if I was in a better place in my life, I would have liked to do that longer, but sadly I wasn't. So anyway, yeah, just soak up all that grease, because like the tongue, like I said, is really fatty. The tongue had a lot of fatty elements to it, right? I told you that it's delicious. We used to eat it on the farm, so we, you know, cut up that cow tongue yesterday. And this was just a big old hunk of fat that I decided I might as well just see what happens. So obviously I'm having to take care of that a little more. I'm keeping it to the lower elements, nearing the heating elements. And then, you know, there we go. We got a bunch of pieces of cow tongue to put into all kinds of workings. I suggest workings that you bury, but you could also put them into mojo bags, etc. So yeah, just take this rose water and come through here, and every time you check on it, just mist them with the rose water, because we paid a big homage to the spirit of the cow yesterday. We weren't just playing willy-nilly with this. We want to really thank the spirit and give it offerings. We gave it offerings of rose water. I gave it a rose water massage, the whole entire tongue. Some people enjoyed that, some people may have not, but that's what I do, and that's what I'm trying to show you guys. All the very interesting things that I don't find in books, you know, and I wish people would write these things down in books, and as soon as I get the chance, I'm going to write these things down in books. But just thanking the spirit of the animal for all the workings it's going to be doing for us, okay, and really paying tribute. I kept the blood. And I have the blood and rose water from when I gave the tongue the massage. I kept the blood and rose water, and I have that in the freezer now. So, just knowing all these elements. And you know what? I thought it might smell bad. Like when you dehydrate chicken's feet, it smells bad in the whole house. This smells bad. No, not at all. Nothing. And I think it's because we think jerky smells so potent. It's because you put all those ingredients on it, like liquid smoke and whatever else you put on jerky, right? Also, I've kept this lid almost all the way closed. You can keep the vent totally open, or you can do it halfway. I kept it like this, almost 3/4 of the way. All right. So, and then this is the hot one. I wanted to get it done quick and efficiently. So that's what we've been doing here with the dehydrators. What else? Yeah. Just what are you guys up to? I said I'd come on every single day, and today would have probably been a day that I wouldn't have come on, but it's been almost a month now. I've been straight with like every single day. So, go ahead, kitty. Otis, come on, come say hi. Come here, boy. Come here. Otis ate a piece of cow tongue yesterday that was raw. It was funny because he only did it once, and before I gave it to him, I was saying, Bastet, if you are a part of Otis, please take this offering. And I put this little tiny piece of just the muscle, not the fat, to Otis. And he ate it so quickly. And then I saw him like half an hour later. And I was like, cool, I had cut up some little, you guys can see him back there, right? I cut up some little pieces for him to have later when he came out, because I figured he'd come out for some more raw meat, because he does eat raw meat. The other cats, not so much. They'll eat cooked meat, like cooked turkey and like stuff like that, but Otis will eat raw meat. Anyway, he came back out, I gave him another piece, he licked it, and then he didn't eat it. I gave him a third piece, he licked it, he didn't eat it. So I really do think that I gave Bastet herself an offering in that moment, because I was just talking to you guys before that about how you can give her raw meats, and that's something she really loves. But when I first gave it to him, he was just like gobble, 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 swallow. Right before I was talking to Bastet, so that was really cool. Right, lady? I misted him with some rose water. It didn't even hit him. He just doesn't like to be sorry, but he'll still be around. I do feel like you can translate to Bastet through your cats, though, especially if you have one that's a spiritual familiar. I love my Dane says, when you write your book, I want to be the first one to buy it. Well, you can help me by trying to find somebody help me finance a book. When I get the chance, I sure will. But I don't want to have a Kindle book. That's the thing. I know you can do that for very inexpensive, but I don't want to have a Kindle book. I want to have a paper book that is tangible, that you can touch. So, with being so picky and all, who knows when that'll happen, but it's still something I would like to do. So what's everybody doing? Silver Willow says, I've just been reading, crafting, and watching videos. That's fantastic. What a good day. What a good day. Don't worry about the naysayers. You are showing things no one else shows. You are paving the way. March, thank you very much. And I feel like a lot of us pinups are oftentimes on meat and space, and I think that that's a good... Maybe he does like the camera. It's a good representation of how we feel a lot of the times as women in this world. And I'm just saying me as a woman, not everybody, but I've met other women that feel that way too. There we go. There's art. It's not meant to... If art isn't make you kind of like gasp and go, what? Then it's not the kind of art I want to be doing. I'm really inspired by like Warhol and Dali. And Rosebud, get out of there. Not Rosebud, get out of there. Look at her. Watch. She's been in the doghouse lately. She just has been getting into all my Etsy orders and all the chicken's feet. She's like pulling them out. Poor Rosebud. Anyway, inspired by Fred Rogers and Julia Child and E.T. and, you know. It's a good life, though. I can't say that I haven't enjoyed it. Otis! Yes, everybody's saying what's up. Did you guys see Mish the other night? Who was here and saw Mish the sugar glider when we were feeding her worms the other night? That was so fun. Because it's not my chore, but I've really been bonding with her lately. And I made those special chopsticks and whatnot. I love my Danes. That's a special day. She says one of my outside cats had 4 kittens today. That's flippin' so cool. Please send me pictures if we're connected on Skype, which I think that we are. So cool. Tangerine says she's recovering from Smarties overdid. You ate too many Smarties and you went nuts. That's happened to me when I was a kid. I definitely have a little bit of a Smarties addiction. I don't let myself eat them, but only on Halloween times. Because I, got sick off of this bag of Smarties. We had 500 Smartie rolls, or whatever you want to call them. And there's probably 10 or 12 Smarties in there. I had the worst stomach ache for a week. I think I was in a literal sugar coma at that point in my life. Jackie's here, what's up? Jackie, guess what? Thank you for your order of the juniper berries. I put the chicken's foot right inside the jar of juniper berries so that the chicken's foot wouldn't rip through the packaging. But the organic juniper berries, I sent the jar, and it's all in a double pack thing, and I sent it the day that you purchased it, so it got out there before the holiday week, and I think it's going to be there Tuesday on your porch, so yay for that. Very excited. Oh, Steffi Purple Butterfly, I don't know how to say the last word of your name. You're so gorgeous, love you. She says, I love Skittles. I love Skittles too, and one of my favorite things to do with Skittles is to get a big bag, right? Or when I was little on Halloween and I didn't have money so I couldn't buy an $8 bag of Skittles, I would take all my Halloween Skittles, pour them out, put them in a big circle, and then start OCD grouping them up in interesting patterns and circles, and I'd line them up in how many there was, and then I would rearrange them, and I would I don't know, it was almost like you were paying a fee to eat one because you were it was part of your art. I don't know, Skittles have been part of my weird OCD art for quite some time in my life, so I'd like to give a shout out to that. Hey cats, stop arguing. You guys need to chill. Hey, the back door's open and the window's open. You guys stop fighting. They just gone nuts. I think they're sad Alex is gone. But my favorite candy is Reese's Pieces, and I like to say it just like that. I know they're called Reese's Pieces. I've seen the commercials. I lived the early 80s. I've seen them commercials. And I like to put them in the freezer and then eat them. And they're not, they never really freeze, but they're just really cold. Also, oh my gosh, whatchamacallits? You know whatchamacallit bars? They're probably not so popular now, but in the 90s there was big commercials about whatchamacallit. It's wafer and caramel, but it's all really thin. Chocolate, wafer, caramel, what else is in there? I don't know, but it's the perfect marriage of things. It's just the cats. It scared the crap out of me. I thought somebody was in the house. So yeah, I've been thinking really long and hard about how I'm going to, I heard it, about how I'm going to work with the cow tongues. The 2 portions of cow tongue. 1 spirit, 2 portions. And I burned a candle for the tongue last night too, for the spirit of the cow that was there. I'm reading these. Frozen Kit Kats? Yeah, you're absolutely right, Sherry Bug D. Frozen Kit Kats. Hey girl, thanks for that. Yeah, everybody, if you enjoy this video and you enjoy Rosebud sneaking back in the house right there, let's see what she's going to do next. Make sure to hit that like button. As well as checking out my Etsy page at Jukshylady and my Patreon and blah blah blah. But we're not here to talk about that right now. We're just here to chit chat. Because we come on once a day and we talk, don't we? That is my promise to myself and to you guys. I know you guys don't care if I come on once a day. It's cool and fun and everything, but I'm sure that you guys don't really care. Hey Gail, how are you? Hi Jen, I hope you're doing well. I am doing well. I'm having a good day. I'm doing just lazy day, no makeup. Probably have a shower tonight instead of this morning. Tangerine, your hair is growing and it's looking really cool. It's so, like, it looks like it's going to be thick and have some really brilliant curl. Like, I've been watching early episodes of Roseanne because I like that from my childhood, and I know that a lot of people don't like her these days, but whatever. Anyway, Darlene's hair, when it grows as long as mine, but it's so brilliantly curly. Tangerine, I feel like yours might be crazy curly like that too. I don't know. She says yes, it's very thick and curly. I've not seen that, Sherry Bug. Marge says, we do get used to people being on. And yeah, and I just, I don't know, I just thought, like, to come on every day would put me aside from other people, and we could be more of a family together, even if we, it would just be a daily catch-up, whether it was 3 hours or whether it was 3 minutes. So Tangerine, can you, hey Willow Witch, how are you? Tangerine, can you send me some pictures on Hangouts of your hair long and curly? I know I'm really bad at getting to my Hangouts messages, but I do want to see your hair long and curly like that, because, like, for instance, let me show you my wedding picture next to my, as someone called it the other day in the chat, which didn't piss me off or anything, but they said, like, what's up, Rastafari? And I was like, what's up? I hope that, you know, whatever, but I had to take down that video because we had a spliff with some mugwort, and it was really fun and cool, but I did have to take that video down, so my apologies. But it was the second video of that day, so here's my wedding picture, which is really cool to look at me today and look at me then, not just because of the hair difference, but also just the face shape difference with the weight change, and also the upper body shape difference with the weight change and everything. So here's a picture of me and Alex. This is when I had very, very short hair. I always wore it in like pin-up curls, and sometimes I just wore it in like an A-line bob, but this was when we got married. And I got married in a pin-up dress. But like me next to my dreads looks very different than me then. And I think I weighed like 175 here. And today I weigh about 125. Alex had really short hair, and he still sometimes really keeps this like thin thing here, which I like. And then, let me dust this picture off. We have this picture, which really shows like a better picture of me and what I'm talking about, like here. And you guys know what I look like at 115 pounds or whatever. But yeah, he hired a suit, and he did this like Chinese red and black theme, and I've always loved red and black. I told you I thinned my clothes down to red, black, white, and gray, and that's it. So here's this little place that we went to in downtown Seattle. We got married right on the streets. They have big open bay windows, like where you get married. It's just big bay windows, and so people walking down the street can see you get married. It was the same price as the courthouse, and the same people, Shotgun Weddings. They do these underground ceremonies at the haunted chapel, and then also in the underground city of Seattle, which is partially broken down by earthquake that happened in 2001 or 3, I think it was 1. Right around the time, yeah, 1, because it was the same year of 9/11. Okay, anyway, so here's the picture of us. I think it's really interesting to see how different we look than we do today, and that was just like 4 years ago. Wait. 2015 to 2019, 4 years ago, right. So you guys like that picture? That's fun. I would love to see some of your pictures, Tangerine, of when you had long hair that's like curly and dark. Because honestly, I thought your wigs were real when I first met you. I just thought you were changing your hair. They just fit you, you know? I didn't know they were wigs till I seen you like... It's like, wait... Just yesterday she was live with different hair, and then again and again I was like, oh, they're wigs. But it looks fitting to you, and I think that that's relevant for a lot of people. Oh, Silver Willow, try the raw foods diet, but then make sure you stop well before your goal weight, because you'll keep dropping weight after you stop. Try the raw foods diet. That's what I did. Pepper Jackie! What's up? Nice to see you. Thank you, Gail. Says beautiful then and beautiful now. I agree. I think I look beautiful both times. I couldn't be happier with how that all... Look at Rosebud. She's so sneaky. Is she behind the package and you can't see her? There she is. She's a cutie. Alright, Butterfly Magic with hot tea. How are you? It's nice to see you. Everybody's doing good, I do believe. Willow Witch says, I love your dreads. I have free from dreads with some crocheted right now. Nice. I was so happy when these are all mine now, but when you guys first met me, I had extensions tied on that I made myself out of human hair. And I saved the rest of that human hair and the dreads that I cut off, of course, because I'm going to use them all for magical workings. But you can make poppet hair out of human hair. You know, why not? And that's what because I didn't just want to, like sell my human hair. Why donate it, use it, just use it. Gorgeous picture of you both, Jen. Thanks, Madam Butterfly. It's so nice to see you. I love you. Oh, we didn't get tattooed fingers, but we did when we got engaged. Okay, so here's the story. I'm not wearing any of my rings now because I'm doing art, but my wedding ring is here. Okay, I have to use the loo super quick, and I see there's 22 people here, but I'm going to come back and, like, tell my wedding story, talk about my ring, talk about, like, some other things. I'm really sorry, I do have to use the loo. I'll be right back. I hope that you wait. Maybe there's going to be a cat fight. Jack, make it entertaining, my brother. Hey, I came back and there's 22 people. Well, thanks nobody for leaving. Thanks everybody for not leaving. Okay, so here's the story. Alex asked me to marry him after like 3 to 5 weeks of being together, and we were like in crazy butterfly love, right? So I thought to myself, Jennifer, you always jump too fast. Do not marry somebody after 3 weeks. Like, you should not do that. Because I've been married before, and I've been in a lot of relationships that, like, were very, like, I know relationships always don't work out. It's good to have, like, 3 great relationships before you find the one, right? And a lot of religious and spiritual text talks about having 3 greats before you find the one. By the way, if that's true, well, anyway, so Alex asked me to marry him after 3 weeks, and I said, and he had this ring, which is amazing. It is a carat diamond or something, and then he took out the side diamonds and replaced them with black sapphires, because he knows I'm into, like, black, dark, whatever, I don't know, he knows I'm unique and different, and I probably wouldn't have enjoyed just, like, your average wedding ring. So he took out those diamonds and he made my daughter a pair of earrings and gave those to her on our wedding day. So we exchanged rings on our wedding day, yes, but he gave me this engagement ring when we'd known each other for a very, very, very short time. We stayed engaged for 3 years, and then I felt like at that point we had seen the best in each other and the worst in each other, so it would be okay. But I didn't know somebody well enough at 5 weeks. I felt in my heart of hearts that there would be nothing wrong with getting married and running into it. Like, I felt like this was a spiritual calling. I wanted to be with this person. This was my meant to be best friend, and I could be my complete self around them completely and fully. And I still feel that way today. But at 3 to 5 weeks, even with an amazing ring, which is a huge symbol of how much I mean to them, not just saying, let's get married with no ring, I still felt like I had to, like, be smart and experience and be cool. And we started living together at, like, 6 weeks of knowing each other. So we've been living together for 7 years and been married 4. And I can't, I don't want to be without this person, and that's my personal choice right here in my life right now. When he's gone, I'm, like, super, like, lonely, but at least I have you all to keep me company, and you guys are my family when he's here or when he's not here. But thank you for taking care of me. However, when he asked me to marry him, we did get tattoos. So when he and I hold hands, like this, his hands has an O and an E on it, and when we hold hands it spells love. And mine is an L and a V. And so if we were holding hands and back here, like this, you could see, because right now it's up, but we would be holding hands like this. So if we were holding hands, it would spell love. So when we got engaged, we got those tattoos together. So somebody asked me if we got tattooed rings or if we exchanged rings. And we kind of did both, but one has to do with it. Hey Jen, any news about Mike the Landlord, Butterfly Tarot with Hot Tea? Thank you for caring, and I was thinking about you earlier when I read a comment or something that you had said. Okay. Things have been fine, you know what? You know why? Because he called and tattled my husband that I wasn't opening the door. So I called and tattled to his wife. I need my privacy. I know my rights as a renter. I love you guys, but my husband is gone. Please do not bother him on vacation. Please don't have your husband who's intoxicated stumbling up my stairs and knocking on my door at almost 10 p.m. at night. It's not okay with me. I adore my privacy. Please give it to me. Haven't heard a fucking single word. So things have been fine. But I did keep that note up on the door for 2 full days. That note that I showed you guys, directed to him. And I'm sure that he saw it. If not with the video cameras he keeps on our front porch, then with, his little eyes. Yeah, make some dreads. Watch my videos on how I did my dreads. If you have short hair, you can do it. You can tie in extensions. Just, I don't know, like, how do we feel about tying other human hair into our hair? It just depends on if you think you can cleanse it enough. I don't think I had bad vibrations, but who knows, Alright, so I feel like I'm really behind on the chat. Dustin! Hey, how are you, Dustin Larson? So nice to see you back on the chat again. We're just sitting here with no makeup, chit-chatting. Mama Hennessy, hey, how are you? I've got your order, I'm waiting, and it's looking really good, and I've been burning little tea-light candles with it to bless it for your needs. Let's see, where are we at? The bath tuckered the cat out. Tuckered the cat foot. I like the word tuckered. We used to say it about little kids, like, if they ran around too long, they'd be so tuckered out. But then I met this guy named Tucker, and he was a real piece of work, so I don't like to say tuckered anything anymore. Right, Rosebud? Alright, let me get this. You guys gotta see my shirt. It's so cool. It's a Russian doll that's riding a chicken with a sickle. So see, this is a Russian doll. It's even got the Russian doll, like, pedestal thing. But she's riding a chicken, and she's also got this sickle. And Alex scored this for me at a thrift store, and he came home with, like, remember I showed you guys Alex's sweater before he left, and it was that big taxidermy sweater? So cool. And you know, he doesn't even spend a lot of time looking, so, like, he spends 20, 30 minutes in a thrift store and then wants to go. I could spend 4 hours just looking through everything, making sure it was, like, I didn't miss anything. Chicksicle, it's such a chicksicle. Hi Ricky, how are you? Got a lot of people here, so nice to see you guys. Butterfly says, so guess what, trying to cut out cheese last night, wait, the last nasty thing, I think I'm addicted to cheese because the casomorphins attach to the same receptors as heroin. Yeah, like, how addicted to people, how addicted are certain people to cheese pizza or just pizza or nachos or whatever, right? Like, whatever way you eat cheese, even if you're fancy and you don't eat cheese pizza, but you eat, like, brie and cambrai on crackers with fig jam and fucking prosciutto. It's cheese, okay? The only cheese that doesn't count is goat's cheese, because that's the only one that's alkaline for our body, but it might still have that thing that she's talking about, the casomorphins. Morphine, Morpheus, heroin, you guys, come on. I'm sure Percocet was some brilliant goddess's name as well, and Vicodin, and that we just don't know about. So yes, so we talk about diets and how they make our bodies feel, but definitely thinking to what milk is. Okay, milk is sustenance to bring up a baby of that species. Okay, so if technically, to think about it, and you guys are going to think this is gross, but we talked about cow tongue yesterday, didn't we? Okay, well, basically, in the macrobiotic diet, it teaches us that humans drinking cow's milk over long decades of time is mutating our bodies into bigger bodies, bigger bones, bigger people, bigger breasts in children because of the antibiotics. Let's put the antibiotics and the hormones and all that shit aside, okay? We're just talking about drinking cow's milk, whether it's organic, whether it's, you know, straight from your farm or whatever. It's meant to suffice and grow a baby cow. So I do feel spiritually like if we are drinking cow's nectar to feed the babies, that we are going to evolve possibly into something that's more like a cow. Bigger, more tired, more spacey, more crazy. And over time, look at the people from the 1900s. The stairs are smaller, the ceilings are lower. They were smaller people in the 18s and early 1900s. And over this time, where we've been just like, you know, ingesting more and more and more cow's milk and all the different kinds of products. That's all I have to say. So I'm not saying like we should be, I'm not saying we should be replacing it with breast milk, but I do have to say that if I do end up having another child in my life, I will look forward to working with breast milk in my Magick. Absolutely. You guys need to stop. Jack, stop! You guys need to stop. Jack, go outside. Please. Please go outside. I can't handle this at the moment. Please stop. We're gonna see a cat fight. It's gonna suck. Alex says we have to let him hiss. Jack, please go outside, bud. She's not doing anything to you. Otis is back here just like Oh my crying out loud. So many cats. So Butterfly says, yes, but it's not just cow's milk. We inject growth hormones in cows to make them bigger. So right, but I'm saying, aside from that, so let's say we drink like me, organic, half and half from a local dairy that's, you know, free range and amazing and everything. No hormones, no antibiotics, whatever. But then everything else, like the pizzas we order from the stores, are going to have, you know, probably like not organic stuff. If it was organic, they'd be saying it, right? Shit! Guys! No, you're okay. You're okay. I love you. Are you okay? Okay, you need your space, but I love you. You didn't do anything wrong. Otis, can you make things better? Go give her a kiss. Tell her it's okay. No, don't you be mean too. Hold on, I'm really sorry. Everything's going nutty here. Hey, Rosebud. Here, I think the problem was you spent too much time outside. Why don't you go play outside? Come here, buddy. Love you. Go play outside. Love you, honey. It's okay. It's okay, Rosebud. It's okay. Mommy loves you. You okay? You okay? Good girl. Good girl. Shit, that was a big one. It's like a few cats in on that one. Yeah, in one way or another, we all gotta deal with cat fights, don't we? Yes, 5 kitties. 5 kitties. But Rosebud's been spending some time outside since Alex has been gone. And so when she comes inside, I think because she spent like 2 days outside, I don't know where the heck she went, but then she came back and all the cats treated her like she was an alien. No offense to any aliens on the channel. But I think it's because, like, it's so Beetlejuice. It's like once you step out that door, it's all different, and then you come back, and cats go more on smell than they do sight. So you could look just like whatever, and their eyes know that, but it would be more trickery of the smell than the eye. So if you smelled different, that would be more crazy than you looking different. Cats are just different from us. Right, with the aliens, right, about a butterfly. Thank you, Tangerine. I totally didn't want to, like, call you out or anything, but I was still trying to say no offense to the aliens, but yes. Cheers to everybody who's here. Having a good time chatting with you guys. I should, at some point, try and read a little bit on candle magic so that we can make a point of this video. Otherwise, I'll just change the, picture so it's not clickbait. I don't want people to think it's about candle magic when it's not. We have not once talked about candle magic. Let's do, though. What do you guys know about candle magic? I know you're not easily offended, neither am I, Tangerine. Until I am. And then it's like, that's it. That's it! And then I turn into this, you know, this lady with the sickle on a chicken. Like, if, you know, this is my offense, but it just rarely happens. Jen, I need to be blue. I love killing trolls. Oh, well, hun, you go ahead and kill those trolls. Yes, Pepper Jackie, absolutely. Those are good. Birthday candles are also good. So she says Pepper Jackie says birthday candles are good for quick spells and intentions. They're also good for travel altars. And when you can get the ones in different colors, you can then add in color magic, which is awesome. Michelle Knoll, nice to see you. Moderate you, please. Okay. Why, is there a troll in here? There you go, Ricky. Ricky, Ricky, Boo, Ricky, banana, fan, foo, Vicky, me, mama, Mickey's a moderator. Butterfly magic with hot tea wants to be a moderator. Radar. There you go, darling. Oh, I was gonna sing you guys a song today, but I can't sing it to you. It's actually like an instrumental song from one of my favorite shows that I was talking about earlier. But I can't sing it with my face to the camera. I can't sing it with my face to the camera. I have to do it with the camera just pointing at something like that. You know, but something pretty like a candle. And then singing my song. But I'm trying to get the courage up to do it. But I do it in my house all the time. Yes, the under the bridge dwellers and lurkers, that's right. You have that book, Candle Magic, Jackie? It's a great book. It's a great book. I found it lately at Barnes & Noble. It was fantastic. Do what, Steffi? What were you saying? What should I do? Yeah, it's a fantastic book. This is the book I was learning about black candles, and if you ever, like, blow one out, how fricked up it is. Sing? Okay, I will, but not now, because I already just did sing. Hey, Pat, how are you? But I will do a video where I sing this song. And basically, it's the intro to one of my favorite 80s, 90s shows. And I don't want to give it away too much. It's played by an instrument. It's just instrumental. There's no words. So I would have to, like... But, like, in my house for the last, I don't know, 25 years, I've been singing this song to myself. And just like, if you were to try and sing Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon without instruments, the instrumental part. Wah, 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 right? But I want to do the intro to this song, like this show, just with my voice. So anyway, I would tell you the instrument that's playing, but I feel like it would give away what I was going to sing. But I'm really excited about it, and we'll look forward to it, so it'll be super fun. Ooh, nice! Less clutter, Pat. I like that. Ricky, you've got some Labyrinth fans here. Like Pat and Shana na are some hardcore fans. I'm a hardcore fan. I wrote Labyrinth trivia when I was 14 years old. From 14 to 15 before I found sexual energy in the world. I really, like, probably 13 to 15, I really enjoyed rewatching that movie over and over and thinking up my own trivia. But then I did find sexual energy in the world, and it's just such a lovely thing to be in love. Love is so lovely. You have a great book called The Magic Candle. Is it this book? This is this probably tops them all for me. Charmaine Day writes The Magic Candle. This is my favorite candle hoodoo book, and I think this is probably what you've got. Who said that they have this book? I can't find it now. You need a Jareth outfit? Jareth is like the sexiest creature on this world. And I've seen Jareth 13 times. I've been in the same vicinity as Jareth 13 times in my life. Now, there was not a cotton pair of pants in front of me with his Bartholomew and such, as I think most of us young girls and possibly boys thought of when we were young, watching Labyrinth, and I watched it 2 days ago. It was the last time I watched it. Right before I fucking talked to Pat and Shauna. That was hilarious. But anyway. Also, there's a scene where Jareth shoves his girth in Hoggle's face, which I, like, as a kid I was always like, that's really weird, but then as an adult I'm like, eh. I mean, there's a bunch of conspiracies to Labyrinth. Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started on the conspiracies, but... Yes, Labyrinth, Dark Crystal, what else could fall under there? Fraggle Rock, like, are we just talking Jim Henson, or now are we talking David Bowie movies? Because you could go with the, there's quite a few David Bowie movies, right? Do you guys know? Okay, Pat, you're on the spotlight here. Pat, I need you to type ready in big letters if you're ready for this biggest Labyrinth trivia question of all times. Okay? Pat, type ready in big letters if you're ready. And if Pat can't answer it, y'all have a chance. But we're going to give it to Pat. Labyrinth. Dance Magic Dance. Yeah, that's not the best song. The best song is Shimmy Down. Okay, Pat's ready. David Bowie was not the first person to go out for the role of Jareth, was he? Who was that character originally created for? Because they really had someone in mind, and it wasn't David Bowie. So go ahead, Pat, who was it? Who had that part originally been kind of written for? A lot of my information kind of points to this. So, I mean, I wasn't there, I wasn't in Hollywood, but let's see if Pat knows. Who was the first choice for Jareth? Underground's a great song, too. Yep. Down in the underground. Ah, ah. Oh, Pat. You were only thinking of the wrong legend. I don't know if Freddie Mercury was in there, but the role was originally written for. Does anybody else know? Don't go look for it on Google. Just say, Tangerine guess Robin Williams. It's a great guess. And she says, I used to know this. Ricky says Tom Cruise. Mick Jagger. Nope. Nope, guys, keep guessing. If I say more, I mean, I could give clues, but... Tim Curry, good guess, you guys. Hey, Ash, you're here! Hi, honey, I love you so much. Holy shit! Madam Butterfly says, I was part of a Facebook group named David Bowie's Crotch in Labyrinth, and the page owner called us all his crotchlings. Now, these are the things I miss about Facebook, but it's been 3 years and I just don't participate in social media. But that right there makes me want to. Wow. I want to be a crotchling. Could you maybe tell him that the taxidermy witch says hi? I don't know. Nobody knows Freddie Mercury. That was what Pat guessed, and it was a damn good guess, because guess what? Freddie Mercury is by far in this world one of my, in the top 3 lyrical geniuses for the way his voice is. Like, Freddie Mercury can do so much. If you listen to Queen and you don't appreciate the range this man has, watch him live on YouTube. It's bugging. He makes me cry when he sings, even with his giant mustache and big leather yellow coat. And like, the outfits to me are like amazingly unattractive, but he is so attractive. Like, the way that he sings, the magic that projects out of his face is just glorious. So everybody's done guessing, right? Nobody guessed it. Nobody guessed it. So now I guess it just comes down to who knows the king of pop. Who knows who the king of pop is? That's who the role was written for. Elvis's daughter's husband. Lisa Marie Presley's husband, Michael. It was written and thought of when Jim Henson did that whole setup for Michael. How different would our lives be if Michael Jackson had that role rather than David Bowie? My life would be completely different. And I don't want to say how. Oh, Pat says he just Googled it. Pat, what did it say when you Googled it? I told no one to Google it, but thanks for Googling it. That's funny. No, that would be wrong. Right, I just think it would be so much different, and I think it would have shaped us all a lot differently, and... No, let's not shame Pat. I'm sure he was just checking to make sure that this craziness is cool. He says Freddie Mercury and Sir Rod Stewart had been considered for the part of Jareth, the Goblin King. Director Jim Henson has previously revealed he also considered casting Prince Michael Jackson. Okay, so Pat, are you trying to call me out? Because you just Googled it. Like, I mean, it's fine. I'm not mad at ya. But thanks, man. So yeah, he was right with Freddie Mercury. And just like I said, I wasn't sure if there were other people that had gone out for the role. So Pat was right. But it wasn't the person I had in mind, which was the King of Pop, which I know Jim Henson because I read a couple different people's, what do you call them, autobiographies when you don't write them yourself? Oh no, biographies about Jim Henson, and they were saying that Michael Jackson was one that was really, like, thought of during the role. But I don't remember the Freddie Mercury thing, so... No, David is Jareth, that's absolutely right. I think we can all agree that it's a beautiful thing that he's our prince. No, but Pat, honestly, thank you for participating in that. That was super funny. No, it was definitely meant to be David Bowie. I would love to know why Michael Jackson or Freddie Mercury didn't go out for that part. Hadn't Freddie Mercury passed away by then? Y'all? Oh, no, Pat. It's all good. Like I said, hon, I'm not trying to call anybody out. Sometimes I say things before they get out of my face all the way. I'm sorry. So yes, Charmaine Day, The Magic Candle. This is one of my favorite books on candle magic. And recently, I've gotten this one. Candle Magic, Lady Passion, High Priestess, Coven, Old and Wide. That's a lot to say. But you could just say Candle Magic by Lady Passion. So this book has so much fucking cool information. This book has so much cool information that you can't highlight in it. The whole book is broken down into highlighted phrases. Every bit of information in this book is crucial. Every single bit. You can't use a highlighter. Do you understand what I mean? You know how in Cunningham's books, you know, probably a third of it's in a highlighter, like all the most important words? This one you can't highlight. It's just how it is. Freddie was ill during that time. Okay. Bye, Ricky, darling. Nice to have you here. Pat, I'm glad you're still here, and I'm glad I didn't piss you off. I wasn't trying to say anything wrong, just so you know. I have to heighten the tripod so that I'm not hunched over. So sorry. Just close your eyes for a second. Oh, that's so much better. Now I don't have to go. My back hurts. Okay, let me get another cider. I'll be right back and we'll have a chat. It's hard to piss me off too, Pat, so good to know. Phew! He's so chill. It's only sort of not long at all. Yep, going to be getting late enough. Have a lot to do tomorrow. Bye, Stuffy Purple Butterfly. So nice to see you. So yeah, I've been on for an hour, and I didn't even you know, put on any makeup, so thanks for hanging out with me, y'all. Bye, Butterfly Magic. So cute. She gets to listen to our daughter's oral presentation that's due tomorrow. I love that. It's a book report, and she's so proud of her girls. I'm proud of your girls, too. That's fantastic. Come here, Rosebud. Come here. Come here. Poor frightened little kitty. Hey, Ashley Boo, how are you? Nice to see you. What are you up to today? Welcome to the chat. You're doing good. How did you spend your Sunday? Isn't it Sunday? Oh, look, there's Rosebud. That's her spot. Good girl. That means she wants to be petted. Good girl. That's Mommy's good girl. Oh, yes. That's a good girl. Good girl. Jez is here. Jezebel, my Jezebel. Rosebud loves you, my Jezebel. Oh, my Jezzy. Oh, my Jezebel. Oh, I love you, girl. Oh, I love you, my Jezebel. Your Sunday is going good. Just got a sunburn. That's no good. Make sure, do you have some aloe vera? I looked at it because it's right up there. Look. There's an aloe vera plant right up there on top of the sugar glider's cage. Uncle Badger! How are you? Did you just wake up? Oh, it is. Come here. Yeah, my kitties and you guys have been keeping me really good company while I've been lonely. But my husband will be coming home in, I don't know, I think 3 days. 3 nights or something like that. So I'll look forward to that. Yes, Ashley Boo, everyone in the chat is so glad that you're here. We're all glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. Wait, Tangerine, you and Thomas have this funny joke that I don't understand. Can someone type in what's going on with Tangerine and Thomas in the imaginary divorce papers? Because I want to know more. No, Joyce! I love you. I'm sad you have to go. I love you, Joyce. See you soon. Rosebud loves you too. He's your invisible imaginary UK husband. Right. But who's he married to? Because he never told me he was married to anybody. Cause... And then Thomas said, what? That's a joke now. Question mark. Okay. Yes. Love and light, Ashley Boo. That does not look becoming. I was reading the chat. I don't like the way that that looks, but I do it all the time in my bed, so now I'm not going to do it anymore. I look like a bull snorting vape out of my nose. Like a bull. Yeah, Michelle. Exactly. No one saw it. Maybe I just cover my nose from now on. I don't know. I know that vaping is bad for people. And I'm sad that I'm so addicted to it. And I wish I could blame it on somebody, but I feel like it's still better than smoking cigarettes. And I was never going to give up smoking. So I don't know. I don't know. But I don't think it's good. Joyce, we love you. Good night. He is a real living badger, Jezebel. You're right. Oh, my friends, my family. I fucking love you so much. I wish I could really, really tell you how much it means to me that y'all are here and with me when I'm alone. Do you guys like any 80s and 90s sitcoms? Like, what are your favorite 80s and 90s sitcoms, no matter what part of the world you're in? Ashley says, I miss my birds and your kitty cat. Oh, I love my kitty cats. I miss them too, especially when I'm gone from them. Right, Otis? Fucking come and knock on my door. We've been waiting for you. Talk about it, hers and his. Three's company too. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. You know that life is a hurricane. Ba-da-ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-ba-da-da. Dibba-dabba-dee-doo. Dibba-dabba-dee-doo. Three's company too. Beep. Dude, I have the Three's Company DVD box set. Don't think I don't. I love Jack, Chrissy, and Janet's whole story. Because in those days, like, it wasn't okay to live in a... Oh, girl, Ashley Boo, if you like Friends, you should watch my recent Friends conspiracy videos on Friends and Witchcraft. They're fantastic. We're talking about how Phoebe is a witch. I believe we've done 2 videos on it. Just recently, within the last 2 weeks. Otis! Fucking jumped way up on top of there. Did you guys hear that crash? Otis! How the hell did you even do that? He's amazing! He's amazing! Ultra Kitty? Holy potatoes! Man, I thought you were cool, and then I was like, wow, you're even cooler. Oh my god, did somebody say Night Court? I gotta get more of these 80s, 90s television shows out of people. Oh, I'm so lost in the chit chat. Someone said Golden Girls though. Let's see if I can sing the Golden Girls song. What is it? I could put it up on Hulu right now and figure it out. It's like... Oh wait, I know what it is. Golden Girls is easy, right? It's just like, your friend and my friend. What the fuck is it? Hold on, I'll get it. We'll just, save ourselves with Hulu. No, it's like... Yeah, this is fun having me figure out theme songs for old shows that I've seen 10,000 times. Well, maybe it is fun. I don't know. 20 people are hanging out, so I suppose it is fun. Golden Girls theme song is basically about, like, love, and I love my friends, and I love the friends, and when I hear it, I'm gonna laugh my butt off, because I'm gonna be like, that's so obvious. That's so... Yeah. Mr. Bean, that's a good one. Mr. Furley. Yes, Mr. Furley. And remember, it wasn't always Mr. Furley. In the first 2 or 3 seasons, it was Mr. Furley, and then it was Mr. Roper, right? Or vice versa. So good. But the landlord did change in Three's Company. I think that we should all notice that. And did you know that Jack Ripper... Wait. What the fuck was his name? Jack Ripper died on the same day as Johnny Cash. Jack from Three's Company died on the same day as Johnny Cash, and his name was also Johnny something. It was John Ritter. There you go. John Ritter and Johnny Cash died on the same day. I was fucking working on a cafe, and we listened to Johnny Cash all day long. It was amazing. And I was sad, man. I was sad. Okay, so anyway, Hulu, Golden Girls. Golden Girls theme song is so good. I can't wait to hear it. I can't believe I can't think of it on my own. I love Night Court. I love, oh my god, Perfect Strangers. Do you guys remember Family Matters? So many goodies. So let's hear the Golden Girls sing super quick, and then I'll sing it to you as soon as I get it. as soon as I have a couple of licks of the line. I'm typing in Golden Girls right now to my television with my PlayStation. Oh, there it is. I typed Gold Day and it knew. Go back. Oh my, I must plug you in. Ugh. Oh, thank goodness we found it. Okay. Volume. That's good. Remote. Golden Girls. Play any episode, sure. I'm gonna know it in 2 seconds, though. It'll be silly. All they had to do was play the first couple notes on the piano, and it starts with "Thank you for being a friend." Travel down the world and back again. My heart is true, you're a pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party and invited everyone you knew, you would be the greatest gift would be for me, and the card attached would say, "Thank you for being a friend." Yeah, such good stuff. So now, let's see. Saturday Night Live, I don't know the intro to that one. Golden Girls, such a good one. Seinfeld, you know, I never really watched that show. MASH, that's a good one, but actually it makes me kind of bummed out because, like, at that time in my life, I think it was, like, I don't know, my childhood, the lights were always out. Like, I think we may have lost power a lot as a kid at that point, but, MASH was, wait, hold on. Wasn't it whistling MASH? Whistling? Yeah, but it was a bummer. Friends is, you know. So no one told you life was gonna be this way. Your love's your joke, you're broke, your love life's the way. And Living Color is great too. So no one told you life was, wait. No one? When it hasn't been your week, your month, your day, or even your year. Pure a pal and a confidant. No, you're right, Tangerine. I don't actually know the words to Golden Girls, but man, listen to it. It's so good. Whoever they had sing this is great. If you threw a party. I feel like if I play any more than that, it might be tagged for copyright, so let's not. Northern Exposure, that's a good one. Let's think of some good theme songs, you know, like what was really kicking us up in the late 80s, early 90s. Full House was a good one, Family Matters was a good one. TGIF in America was probably like hot television that I was watching at that time. Genie in a Bottle. Good one. Oh, I'm so far behind in the chat. Laverne and Shirley, wasn't that the beginning of that, like... Fuck, what was Laverne and Shirley? I don't have that on Hulu. Laverne and Shirley was good. It was good. What was the beginning of that? I don't know, but honestly, all I have to hear is a couple of the intro lines to a song to remember it right away. Like, I heard the do 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 before they started singing, and that's all it took. It's just interesting how that can kind of, like, you get it. Hey, Nello, how are you? What's up? So good to see you. Sopranos theme song. Woke up this morning, ow! And I got myself a gun. I love the Sopranos theme. I love that. The True Blood theme. I love that song too. What's that song called? Hold on a minute. The air came in and you went out. Yeah, good one. And all my shadows filled up with doubt. I don't know who you think you are, but before the night is through, I'm gonna do bad things with you. I'm the kind to sit up in his room. Ooh, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, that's a good one. Oh, me and Alex always sing that in the house together, that's funny. In the playground is where I spend most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool, and then shooting some b-ball outside of the school when a couple of guys that were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight and my mom got scared. I can't remember Alf's though, Dustin. I have an Alf doll though, I'll go get it. Because I have to pay tribute to Alf. Where's the Alf doll? I can remember right there. Sadly, I packed the Alf doll because we're moving, and I guess I thought I didn't need it, but whatever. But good one, Alf. I just can't remember, like, the theme song or anything like that. Do you? No. Remember Alf ate cats? That was, like, freaky. And it's so funny because when I had the Alf doll on my bed, if I ever put him in Otis's spot, Otis would jump up to his spot and jump right down. And just be like, I'm out of here. Saved by the Bell! Thank you, Ashley Boo, because I was thinking of that when I was singing a different one and I didn't know how to interrupt my singing thought while being on camera live with another thought, so I don't want to sing it because it's such a lame song to me, but when I wake up in the morning and my dog and I make it on time, boop, boop, riding low in my chair, she won't know that I'm there. If I can hand it in tomorrow, it'll be alright. It's alright. Yep, because I'm saying Boy Meets World is a good one too, but I don't remember that song. How did that one go? When this boy meets world. I think I just remember the end of it. And that was it. No, these are all great throwbacks, you guys. What a fun time. That's cool, Silver Willow. Do you guys know Perfect Strangers, though? It's on Hulu. It's good. It's like late 80s, early 90s. Fucking Balky! If you guys don't know Balky, what are you doing? Thanks, darling. It's my early birthday, and my birthday's going to be coming up this week. I have 2 gifts sent into the channel so far, and I'm so happy. Thank you! Ashley Boo guessed what I've been watching. Roseanne. That's the one that I'm going to be doing the whole entire intro to. The whole harmonica intro, but I can do it so good, but I can't do it while you guys can see my face. Because I have to, like, contort my face in weird ways and stuff like that, and I don't want to see my own face. So I'm going to tip you down on a different video, just a different video called the Roseanne intro. It's just going to be called that. I think there's a possibility it could go viral within the dorky community of dorky people. But for my whole life, for the last, 25 years, I've been doing that harmonica intro with my voice. Like I was talking about Dark Side of the Moon and stuff. How I do the instrumental parts of Side of the Moon was my voice. So, Roseanne, you're absolutely freaking right. I've gone to season 4. I have all 9 seasons on DVD, and I've just been kind of watching that, and it makes me appreciate life, you know. Charlie's Angels, good one. I'm a little young for that, but... Yes, I am a Gemini. Here are my Gemini tattoos. Wah! They're exactly the same. Gemini, Gemini. Do I know Roseanne has a YouTube channel? I didn't. I just know that she's a political blunder at the moment. And I have my own views on that I'm unwilling to talk about on my channel. But I do love old Roseanne episodes, and good luck finding them. They're real hard. What was the show with Dr. Huxtables? The Cosby Show. The Cosby Show, which is also very controversial. But you know what? Let me say this about Bill Cosby. Fucked up soul. Once we learn what he did to, like, young women and all that stuff, like, in the media and everything. Okay. In the 1980s. I don't know if he was still doing that stuff, but holy shit. I love his stand-up. Like, okay. Some people enjoy serial killers' art. Is it bad for me to enjoy a Rohypnol rapist comedy 20 years before he came evicted? I don't know. I don't know if that's okay, but I still do laugh at it. And I still do think his whole parenthood scheme and all of the stand-up he has that I have on vinyl, they're hilarious. And I don't know how to feel about that, saying it out loud on my channel, right? Because we're all supposed to hate everything that anybody who's horrible does, but I don't. So I don't know really how to feel about that, and I'd love a little bit of feedback. I know y'all are talking about, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4 happy days, 3, 4, 5, 6 happy days. Wait, Monday. Wait, was it Saturday, Tuesday, Wednesday? I don't really know how it went. Monday, Tuesday, happy days. Wednesday, Thursday, happy days. Friday, Saturday, grooving the whole week for you. Boom, boom, boom. These days are mine. Yeah, something like that. Share them with you, these happy days. These happy days are yours and mine. My happy days. Sanford and Son. Oh man, I wish I knew that one. I think it's... Wait, hold on. Isn't that Sanford and Son? Starsky and Hutch. I'm too young for those things. I'll be honest, Sabrina the Teenage Witch loved and watched all the time. Heard there's a new Sabrina now. Yeah, Dustin, I didn't watch Sabrina too much. Wasn't that the same one who did Clarissa Explains It All? Do you guys remember? And I'm too young for chips. You guys, how old do you think that I am? I'm not 50. Never liked The Cosby Show. Felt super violated when all the stuff came out. Nello, I agree with you. That's what, okay. So if you never liked it, and when it came out you felt super violated, you probably had better intuition than anybody else did. But I was just saying, me personally, I think that those things that I grew up with that were comedic to me, I can't kind of let that go because I still think that it's funny. Anything that relates to something that he did is not funny to me. But if it doesn't, then it's... So, anyway. I'm sorry that if I offended you in any way, Nello. I just want to say that right here, right now. Because I love you guys. Yeah, Pat. No, you're right. You're right. I love I Dream of Jeannie. I love Who Knows Mr. Ed. That's on Hulu. The Talking Horse. And I am Mr. Ed. Well, and I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with being 50. I feel really hot and sweaty right now, like everybody's mad at me. Is anyone mad at me? I hope I didn't say anything wrong. What can I do? Okay, good, Pepper. I'm glad. Yeah, I just recently started watching the new Sabrina. Oh, what's Me TV? Is it like the new Netflix type of thing? Me TV, huh? Should I download that on the phone? Yes. Okay, good, Nella. I'm really glad that you're not upset. Am I on Instagram? I am, but I don't run my Instagram. I have people do it for me because I've had really bad problems with stalkers and things like that. So I have a fan page on Instagram, and then I have Jen the Taxidermy Witch on Instagram, and 2 different people run those. But you can get a hold of me there because they always message me. But I know I have to be on socials, but I don't want to do it. Thanks, Pepper. I appreciate that. So I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to get going on the tongue workings and try and get that worked out. And, there's a possibility we'll come back later tonight. Otherwise, I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. And we'll get started on those tongue workings because I want to do the working either tonight when the sun goes down or tomorrow when the sun comes up, because as I do this tongue working, I want there to be a change. I already know what the working is for. There's a person in my life who I know is talking badly about me, and I want my name out of their mouth forever. Okay? I have a picture of this person, I have their name, I have their birthday, so I'm going to end up sewing that into the tongue and doing a ritual and working with it. The whole ritual will not be done on camera, but I will explain the whole ritual with the tongue on camera. Okay? So I'm going to show you all the bits, all the parts, but I'm just not going to show you me doing it. So that'll be something to really look forward to. The other half of the tongue I'm going to freeze for a future working, for a second part working to this tongue. I don't know what to say. Somebody is slandering me, talking about me when they don't know anything about me to somebody important in my life, and I don't want that to happen anymore. So that's what I've chosen to do my personal working on one part of the tongue for, and I think I'll be doing a second part working on the other part in a week or 2. So one half of that tongue I'm going to freeze again, and since we're not eating it, it doesn't matter if we freeze it again. Okay? And the other part we'll be doing either tonight or tomorrow. But I want to do it either the sunset or the sunrise. I want to be doing the binding to the tongue during the change of the light in the day. And that's really important to workings because it can add loads and loads of energy. Also, you can add energy to this by seeing the waxing or the waning moon, or doing it on an SBAT, either a full or a new moon. So it was beautiful and lovely seeing you guys. Good night to everybody. We were on for an hour and a half tonight. Really beautiful, good times, and hopefully the cats are going to be okay. Love you guys all so much. Hugs